Oh my God, I love your hair.
Me too.
You love my hair, you love your hair. You should love them both. No.
Curly hues.
Do you like coffee? You want to try some? It's hot, but it's good.
Oh, wow. It's like a punch of vanilla in the face.
What does that mean? It's like salted caramel.
Okay. That's really nice. Oh, no, I mean, it's not a negative. It's just really flavorful.
Yeah.
I mean, compared
I put
to
a
like
lot of sweetener. Yeah, I put a lot of sweetener in it, and a little bit of
that hazelnut thing.
No.
You didn't put any of the hazelnut additive?
No, that's salted caramel.
Oh,
that's what that is.
Hazelnut.
No,
okay.
No. No, that was the other one. I threw that away.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this is the salted caramel additive. Yes, it's the same thing. It's the flavored sweetener.
Okay. I didn't read the label.
But I put, okay, Joe Ray, me so like you just stop reading because you're so.
Well, I remember the hazelnut one, so I didn't know that they switched out. Looks good though.
It tastes good too. Okay.
Nice little pepper.
It is.
Pepper day.
Good morning, Shelly. Hi, Beth. Good morning, Treva. Felicia's here. Good morning, Gigi says, good morning, Mr. and Miss. How are you today? Feeling great.
Wonderful.
Good morning, Doctor. Glad to see you. Hello. Good morning, family. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Aureldia. Lynette's here says, good morning, Autumn. I love your hair. Thank you so much. This is what we in the hood call day 2 hair, you know, which I always like better than day 1 because like the curls start to fall and it starts to look so more natural. So I'm definitely here for it. But yeah, I like it. Good morning, Pamela. Hi, Dama. Already says smash the like button. I'm going to go ahead and give you early odds on the like favorite, but see if anything else pops up. Good morning, Lainey. Yes. Lainey says, good morning, Autumn and Richard. Did the curls last a full day? Oh, yeah, these are going to last more than a full day. These going to last, these are going to last, I mean, at least 4 or 5 days. And you guys, I lose my black girl points for like not protecting my hair when I go to sleep. Like my hairdresser, like everyone is just like, you got to wear a bonnet. You got to wrap it. You got to do this. I'm like, no, but the thing is, I'm not going to though. Like that's all I'm saying. I do, however, sleep with a satin pillowcase. So that protects it a little bit, but I never like prep my hair to go to sleep. So I'm sure it would last a lot longer if I did, but it's just not me. So good morning, Gigi. Hi, TC. Yeah, Reddy says curlier today. Yeah, I mean, it could be. It definitely, the looseness, I think, makes it feel more natural. Treva said, what's the sweetener? Yeah, let me go get, okay, everybody. The title of this video is called Weekend Coffee because I've decided to try something like, I want to like have a day because you guys, you remember how I told you that on Sundays, I'm doing a 48-hour fast. Yes. So normally on Friday, I would in my eating window at the normal time, 1 or 2 p.m. And then I would fast all day on Saturday, no problem. And then on Sunday, I would wake up, and then Sunday would just be the worst day ever. Like boom, eat all the snacks, eat all the everything, and it would just be this like Sunday long, just eat all the things fest, you know. And I said that I know, right? He's had a ticket to many of those fests. But so in order to combat that, in order to limit the damage, I'm actually limiting the amount of time that I eat, right? Nice. So the best way for me to do that, or the way that makes the most sense for me, is to do a 48-hour fast between Friday and Sunday. So for instance, yesterday I stopped eating at like 4 p.m., on Friday. So I'm not going to start eating until 4 p.m. on Sunday. So I was like, 48-hour fast, that's a lot, mentally. I'm just thinking of ways to like jazz it up a little bit. Ooh. So I was like, what if I could still have coffee? Because I have really come to like coffee. It's just my normal coffee with my butter and my cream and my collagen. That's not going to work. But when it comes down to it, coffee is 0 calorie. The sweeteners are 0 calorie. So it's really only the creamy element that has calories in it. So I just decided to put like a half a cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, which is 15 calories, So it's like I could still have that lightening element and the sweetening element. I'm just not having the fat. So that
had almond milk in it too? Yeah. I did not know this.
I mean, because it lightens it up a little bit, but this is the sweetener that I use.
That's amazing. I love that.
And I also use a different type of coffee. I use instant coffee because I didn't feel like doing the whole pour over thing and dirtying up anything. Like this didn't dirty up any dishes at all, which is pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome indeed.
So it's like maybe I can designate this my weekend coffee to like make it feel like I'm doing something a little jazzy when it's really just a 15-calorie beverage, you know? It's all about the mindset, you know? That's all I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. I love the mindset. So this is basically a 0-calorie coffee? 15-calorie coffee?
Yeah, because of the...
I absolutely love it. Now, let me try it again just to make sure it's the same thing. Yep, nope, it's coffee.
That's coffee. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. Okay. That could have been disastrous. Okay.
I'm used to your hips.
So don't mention my hips in front of America. This is my private parts, my hips. Okay, so this is just the Skinny Syrup brand. I got this I got this at like a TJ Maxx or a Home Goods. This whole thing was $4.99. We're gonna actually have to go back to TJ Maxx or Home Goods pretty soon because like a Ross dress for less. Like I can't really find this stuff cheaply anywhere else. Like this would be like $10. This would be like $10 at Meyer or something because that little, you remember how little the Tarani syrup was compared to this? Yeah. It was also $5, and I was just like, you know. So yeah, we're gonna have to go get some of those.
Just happen to be walking across the aisle one day.
I mean, but no, sweetie, I've had that since before we met. Like I've always wanted to be the type of person that drank things with like sweetened syrup. I just never was. So I saved it for so long, and then I really got myself, you know, I really became a bulletproof coffee person. So I was like, oh, I have a chance to finally use the syrup that I bought over a year ago, you know. And then I also just used some of this Meyer liquid stevia because that has flavor and I like it, but this is just pure shot of sweet, like beep, sweet, and then that little flavor. So I'm here for it.
This is neat.
So,
that's some good in desserts, some smoothies.
Yeah, like it would probably be really good. You could take some heavy whipping cream and just put like a couple tablespoons of that and whip it up, and it'll be like a salted caramel whipped cream. You know what I'm saying?
Skinny Syrups.
Yes.
Premium collection.
Thank you for reading the label.
I'm pretty sure Jordan would appreciate that.
Good morning, Karen. Hi, Latanya. Let me see everybody. Good morning, Cynthia. Happy to catch you live. I'm glad that you're here. Let's see. Treva says you do not have the kind of hair that requires that treatment. I mean, it could, but like, I mean, they still tell me to do that. They still tell me to wrap and do all that stuff. Anyway.
One of those things, like, it would be a positive.
Dee says, same here. Hate wrapping my hair. Always falls off. Anyway, satin pillowcases all the way. Exactly. Like you guys, let's talk about how I did not even know how to wrap my hair until after college. Like and my hair has always been so long, you guys. Like my hair's always been down to my elbows. What do I look like trying to wrap that and it'll just fall? You know, and I'm like, nope, F this, I'm done. And plus you have to use like a million bobby pins. I was like, for what though? I don't even care. So no, I did not do it. So
apparently you had a stance on that.
I did. And everyone's like, your hair would be so much longer and better and do all this stuff. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm just not meant to have that sort of hair because it's not worth the maintenance. You know what I'm saying?
With you, it's always
convenience.
Yes, I was going to say.
Yeah. Like, you know, what was it? Oh, literally, you know, that saying hashtag FOE, like family over everything. Mine was like hashtag COE, convenience over everything. If it's just got to be convenient, you know, like there are rarely things that I go out of my way to do the inconvenient way. Nice. You know,
I don't think I have a mantra like that.
You don't. I mean, it's definitely not convenient. Look, he has COE hashtag complicated over everything. Like, let me figure out a way to make this more complicated than it needs to be. Okay. You think barbecue? Like yesterday. We were in the store and he wants to make grilled cheese sandwiches, and he was like, what cheese do you think is good enough for, you know, for grilled cheese sandwiches? Like, I was doing like a mild cheddar and then maybe like a Colby Jack. I feel like sharp cheddar would be too much, but it's like, which two of these do you think pair well together? And I'm like, why do you always gotta be so extra?
What was your response?
My response was, get the Kraft American singles. That is what you use to make grilled cheese. Like he just overcomplicates the grilled cheese. I was like, why do you have to pair grilled like cheese? Get one type of cheese and make a grilled cheese sandwich.
You need two types of cheese.
See, that's what I'm saying. He makes it complicated. I was just like,
I want to make a grilled cheese with a solar bread. It's got to be the best grilled cheese.
Mm-mm.
What did I get? Did I get Munster? Did I get Munster and Gruyere?
You got Gouda because because he saw on the Food Network that it was a nice melty cheese. I was just like,
well, I got Gouda and a medium cheddar.
And I said, do you know what would, he was like, it's like the bite of the cheddar, but with the creaminess of the Gouda. And I was like, do you know what has both in one? Kraft American Singles. Why are you making it complicated? Hashtag on my Avril Lavigne flow.
No.
Now I finally know what that song's about.
Oh, is that what that is?
Aurelia said no food on the weekend, basically. Basically. And I feel great about that because, like, it honestly feels better for me to not eat and not think about food than to think about food. It's like it gives you that joy in a way that you don't enjoy, you know? Like I know that I look forward to food and I love food, but I don't necessarily enjoy looking forward to food and loving food. I just wish I felt normally about food. So it actually feels better to not think about it than to think about it. You know, there are certain days when I just let myself just free for all, you know, loosey-goosey. Exactly. But other than that, I like the feeling of I like the middle feeling. I don't want the highs and lows of stuffing myself. Exactly. I hate the anticipation. Number one, because it's generally never as good as I want it to be. And then number two, I'm distraught after it's over. Like, that's what she said. But yes, like, it's just like, so I like this even keel better than just the highs and lows. Then I love the highs and then the lows are sad, you know, but like, I just like feeling regular. And honestly, that's when and the only way I feel that is when I'm not thinking about food, you know?
Interesting.
Like, I feel better like when I'm full, you know, and I love that feeling. Like, sometimes I don't love what it takes to get there because it's like, I don't love the fact that I have to eat like 5,000 calories to get there, you know? But I do like that feeling of satisfaction. But the second favorite feeling that I have is just not caring whatsoever, you know? And so I'd rather live most of my life at the not caring. And the easiest way to do that is just to turn food off for the day, you know? Oh, today's not a food day, so no point in feeling about it, you know. Speaking of that, let me go put my cap back on. Talk to America about how I feel about that.
I realized that. No, you're a very particular individual with your food days and your. No, see, with me, I never had any of those never had any of those thought processes because for me it was always the more I ate, just the harder I worked. Yes. Well, yeah, exactly. Moderation, and if you ingest anything that you don't like, you just work out harder. Or you work out for like add an extra set to something, or add an extra.
But see, that is actually just that's not a good way to think about it because you cannot, for most of America, and people especially that have food and weight issues, you cannot out train a bad diet. One donut has 400 calories in it. Do you know what you have to do to burn 400 calories? Like that's like, you know, 45 minutes on the treadmill. So it's just like you can't, but also we can't just eat one donut, you know? So it's like you can't rely, at least we can't rely on the like, well, I'll just work out harder because we'll never be able to catch up to
I was talking about my teenage self.
Yeah. Plus, you know,
he had a,
you know,
my 40-year-old self. You need to work at
metabolism like a fiery wheel.
Yeah. So. I was like, when you're young, you can do stuff like that. But
Good morning.
As you progress in life, you need to the diet matters a lot.
Good morning, Angela. Michael says, hey, love your hair. Thank you so much. Let's see. Beth says, I'm making that, I'm going to say bar. Yeah, I'm making that bar I shared in the group today to take to a friend's house. Well, only if it turns out delicious. Otherwise it ain't going. Let me know. Cause it looked delicious. It looked kind of complicated. So I'm just like, do I want to put all that effort in? So you go ahead and put the effort in beforehand and let us know if it's worth it. Absolutely. Yes, see. Aurelia says, works, I am with you. I'm going to try it. Yeah, whatever works for you. Happy KetoCon weekend, you guys. So I was supposed to get to KetoCon on Wednesday. Me and Chella always get to Austin, you know, but by always, I mean, we did it last year, so we were going to do it this year. We get to Austin on Wednesday and just hang out Wednesday and Thursday, and then KetoCon starts on Friday. And so my phone on Wednesday actually beeped. It set a reminder like KetoCon, Austin, Texas, and I was like, no. there. So yes, it is supposed to be KetoCon weekend. You guys, since we have a whole year, first of all, come to Keto Palooza first. That's my favorite. But secondly, come to KetoCon. Like that's where we're gonna be. You know, like it's gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the big one.
It is the big one.
Yes,
it's going to be really, really fun. I'm not saying like it's the one and only conference out there, you know, because I'm trying to get Keto Palooza not to be the same as KetoCon, because KetoCon is already KetoCon. Like it has its own purpose. I want Keto Palooza to have its own purpose, but like I want that to be another alternative for people to go to. But I'm also always going to go to KetoCon. Like I'm not, it would never be a point where we're like, it's on the same weekend, you got to choose. It's like, nah, like I'm always going to go to KetoCon too, because it is so massive and large, and I love the purpose that it serves. And it's just a way to get such exposure to all of the products that you see out there. And, there are a lot of, keto famous people in the keto sphere from a lot of different sects. There's the social media, but then there's like the food bloggers, but then there's like the doctors and people's, then there's the fitness people. Dr. Wise is one of the doctors.
Well, it's yeah.
No, I'm talking about Dr. Ken Berry. That's who I'm talking about. And so it has it just has so many different people there. Plus you get to see the regulars, the me's and you's of like, oh my God, my internet friend, like it's really great. I do have my issues with KetoCon. Number one, not nearly enough places to sit. I know that's weird, but like when you're walking, you should sit down. Like, you have to sit on the floor of the conference,
like some kind of like cafeteria area.
Exactly. Number two, no food on premise. Like they have a little craft, almost like a snack station where like they make nachos and hot dogs and like little think snack vending food like that. There is no restaurant in sight, like on the premise. Dude, the closest one is across the street, and it's the only restaurant, so the line is down the block. It's just
they should have like a
no point.
It's Austin. They should have a bunch
like
of
food trucks. They should have food trucks.
Pull
exactly.
Up 5 or 6 of them, and all be keto related.
Exactly. So, and maybe that's something. And I don't know if I filled out a survey. Maybe I said that, but like maybe that's something they're going to improve on over time. But I was like, oh, this is definitely a gap.
Well, you said there was nothing but snacks there. Like
exactly.
You eat,
exactly. Samples and like snacks, and I'm just like, no.
And if you want to keep all the money in the house, I mean, that's just marketing.
Exactly. I agree. So, but yes, it is. Beth says ice cream is good with those syrups. That sounds interesting.
Dessert.
See, I'd have to thicken it. See, that syrup is still a little liquidy for me. I'd have to thicken it with like a xanthan gum or something to make it feel more like a honey consistency, because that's like water.
Yeah, that might be true. But I think when you put it on like something super cold, maybe it thickens.
Maybe it'll thicken up. Oh, Mom's here.
Or maybe also you just use a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely would need a lot.
Don't try to
it would be good in like a milkshake. Like if you took the ice cream and blended it, like that would be really good.
Keep talking.
Kelly says, good morning, Whack Fam, getting ready to go to a protest. Please pray for safety and change. You're right. All of the above, Kelly. Be Amen. Safe. Do the footwork. I'm so glad.
Safe, Kelly number 3.
Exactly. Good morning, Stacy. Yes, everybody. Aradi said, who's going to be at Gold next KetoCon 2021? Who's going to be at Gold at Keto Palooza? I was just going to ask that.
KetoCon is next year now,
yeah,
right?
KetoCon is in a whole year, you guys. Like,
but if you bought a ticket, you instantly got another ticket.
Exactly. It transferred over. Yeah, transferred over to Austin. So my ticket's already purchased. But the thing is, the good news is, if you didn't purchase a ticket, now you still have time to purchase one way before.
So you can get me my ticket.
You already have a ticket.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, I bought you a ticket last year. I mean, I bought you. Yeah, we already. You guys, oh my gosh. I just love Richard so much. I just want you to know that.
Excuse me?
I do. And I knew. I was like, we're a package deal at this point. Yeah, like I said, my best friends, C-Lark and WJ, the ones I went to Paris with, we were just talking about Paris we have a Facebook Messenger chat, and we were just like, we'll just randomly pop in there and be like, I miss Paris. I'm like, I miss Paris so much. Like, it was so fun. And they were like, we should take another trip next year. And I was like, I can't go nowhere without my husband, because I can't afford the only bad thing about the Paris trip is that I can't share those memories with you. You know, like I can share them with my best friends and that's awesome. But like, I don't want to be put in a position where I enjoy something so much and then I can't share it with you, you know? So anything that we do moving forward, my husband's going to have to be there a little bit. Cause
I think the same thing. I don't even want to go across the street.
You're so funny. Beth said, I thought it was difficult too, but it isn't. I had everything except the can of cream of coconut. No baking or stove cooking. Everything heated in the microwave. Okay, that's not bad. The chocolate layers? Bar. Yeah, the layer bars that she put in there. Good morning, Maggie.
I'm even more interested now.
Beth said, I thought about going to the Utah meetup because it would be great hiking. Don't y'all think? Yes. Now, I was actually thinking if I were to go to another meetup or like a low carb event, well, first of all, two other ones, either low carb Utah out there, whatever that one's called, and then New York City, because New York City, duh, you know. But yes, those are the only other places worth traveling, in my opinion. But there are so many different keto events or low carb events near you.
Great.
Yes, but yes, I do. I mean, Utah is in like that whole Nevada area, like that's one of my favorite like regions. Even just being in the Grand Canyon, the part that I saw.
You were Grand Canyon,
life changing. So yes, I absolutely love that. Arizona, yes, it was amazing.
Road trip.
Yes. Oh, TC says I use it in my egg loaf. My favorite is tiramisu. Yes, like to sweeten an egg loaf. Oh, that sounds so good.
Like a dessert egg loaf?
Yeah, like a sweet egg loaf. Because see, an egg loaf is kind of like it's kind of like a McGriddle. It's it's like savory and sweet. Oh my god. Oh, that is so good.
Can be manipulated into multiple things. It can be hollandaise. It can be a lot of things.
Yeah, no, yeah, it can be a lot of
things.
Eggs
are wonderfully transformative.
Yes. Let's see. The Tanya says, "Oh, good morning. Oh, Mom's here. Everybody saying hi to Mama.
She's here.
Kathy's here. Good morning. I'm drinking my water. So I put my coffee on the back burner because I'd rather drink my water.
Makes sense.
I finished my water yesterday. I've been doing great with my water.
I agree.
You guys, as much as a leg exercise as I did yesterday, I'm still not sore today. So I talked to Richard about we just have to. I just have to increase the number of reps. Like it's just I'm gonna have to do like 100 each time.
Well, total. What do you mean total?
100 total of each exercise, but multiple exercises. Yeah, like.
And I mean, honestly, you can do without the weights. I mean, just try that without the weights.
No, I want the weights. I want the challenge. I want to split the muscle fibers.
Yes.
Like I don't.
Those fibers.
Yeah, I want to build the muscle. So yes. It's a mixture of both. I want to build the muscle and then I want to burn around it. So yes. Awesome. Aurelia says egg loaf equals French toast equals gross for me. Exactly. It's more of a French toast.
I can understand.
But I absolutely love it.
I love a good French toast.
Leah says, hey WAC fam, I'd love to take you guys to the Banff in the I don't know what that in the mountains. Banff in the mountains by me to the Banff.
It's a location. It's Banff Mountains.
I love the mountains. I absolutely
enjoy hiking. I do not like deep forest camping.
No, yeah, we can't go camping because we decided we can't sleep out there. Like we can walk and come back.
Log cabin.
Kathy says, Richard, do you work out? He always does this thing where he pretends he can't hear you.
Excuse me. No. Yes, I do work out. Now my schedule is kind of out of whack because
Oh, it's a city. Have a look. Absolutely, I will do that.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Canada then.
Mom said, I want to be the live favorite today, so smash the like button. Everyone, Mom's officially the live favorite. Sorry, Aurelia. Go ahead. Thank you for the reminder, Mom. Go ahead and smash that like button. That makes you officially the live favorite for today. She is so funny.
I used to do a lot of heavy weightlifting. That was my thing. And actually, used to do a lot of heavy weightlifting, but then I also do a lot of calisthenics, like just use my own body weight. That's what I was trying to say. You don't really need weights if you do heavy reps. You literally can just stand in the corner and do like 100 squats. That works. Like, trust me, you don't need weights. You really just your own body weight is sufficient enough if you just do it right. But right now I use our walks, the 75-mile challenge, as my exercise right now. I still have my weight bench and everything over my parents' house still, so I haven't been moved since the whole quarantine thing. So I'm just going to wait until another month or 3 and then go get those. But I mean, your weights are sufficient. But I don't know. I just don't want to be like in the same. I don't want to bump into your shoulders, be bumping into my shoulder and stuff like that. It's just I'll find the right time, and when I get into my groove, it'll be my groove.
It has to be natural, like because there ain't no words that I could say. Be like, we don't have to work out at the same time, Richard. You could use the space by yourself without me and still lift weights, but that's okay. It has to be natural. He has to want to do it himself.
Well, I mean, I'm also not like if I was like gaining or anything like that. Then I would
exactly. He's also maintaining.
But I'm also with the diet I'm on now, with the I would not. It's the lifestyle I'm doing now, which is like basically cut out most sugar in my life. Comparatively speaking to what it used to be.
I'm just letting talk, everybody.
Just a lot of burning of energy, sweating. We're all going out. And I'm always, when we walk, I always try to do something with my upper body. So
basically, he looks ridiculous. Like, I'll be looking back at him. He looks like P. Diddy back in the old dancing days, like P. Diddy and Mace. God. Remember how they used to do that, just like that jerk, and call that dancing? That's basically what he does.
Oh my goodness. Very smooth and very rhythmic.
Oh my gosh. Melanie says, Autumn, your workouts and updates and physical changes are inspiring. Thank you so much. Like, I am just so proud of myself, and I just feel so good, and I feel so like back into it. I'm proud of myself. Beautiful. Shelly says, are you guys walking today? Yes, we are. Today is a long walk day. Yes. We're going to do at least 6 miles. We're going back to the park, though. Today is a beautiful, beautiful day.
Oh, yeah, we are going to the park.
Yeah, I got change everything. We got sunscreen, and I'm not fishing hats. I'm not going to wear a hat. I don't want to. I was looking at visors, Rashana. I was looking at visors to like print on from the site that I get my other shirts on and stuff. So I was like, I should get a visor, But yeah, I think I'll get a visor because I don't like hats. I like, because they always press my hair down. Where it's like, a visor
would be perfect. Yeah, since your sides are perfectly shaped.
Exactly. So
I did say perfectly shaped.
Oh my God! Oh, because he did that. Oh, I hear you. Maybe I'll go to Walmart or something. Maybe they have some just cheapy visors.
They definitely have cheapy everything.
I know, right? So so maybe I'll pick up a visor. But yeah, on a Saturday. I'm gonna put some sunscreen on and everything. But like, I also do like to have my body exposed. Like, I like the feeling of the sun on my skin. I don't want to cover up, but I want to protect my skin.
Oh, you talking about?
Kathy says, so what phase is your state in? I don't know, Mom. What phase are we in? I mean, we're basically in the phase where I think they're starting 50% restaurant capacity on Monday.
Yes.
The gyms are open. Everywhere is open, right? Like, or everywhere has the...
I think, everywhere.
Everywhere has the ability to be open with social distancing guidelines. Whether or not places are actually open. Well, no, like the movie theaters aren't open.
Movie theaters still the last.
Yeah, I think aren't open.
That's the last.
But like everywhere else has the ability to be open if they follow social distancing guidelines. It's just, if stores at this point aren't open, it's because they don't want to be or because, some other thing. But yeah, we're in that phase of we're basically in the phase where everybody went back to normal and they think that everything is okay now, even though it's really not. And they should still be trying harder.
Just mask up.
Exactly.
Everybody should just mask up properly.
Exactly. Let's see. Lainey says, woke up at a new low weight, officially back in ketosis. That is amazing, Lainey. Yeah, I'm going to, you guys, first of all, you guys are fake once again.
So impressive.
Because
they're what?
They're fake. They're not real friends.
Cover your ears, America.
I could have swore that I asked y'all to remind me to use this thing, and it's still in the box.
So. You're totally fake.
So I am 100% using my this is a ketone and blood glucose system. I will be doing tomorrow. Okay. No, not right now. I'll be doing my blood testing and glucose testing tomorrow. I know, right? He can't stand it. He's such a wimp. And then we'll see what my glucose and ketones are after, however many days fasted, since not eating Friday at 2:00. Let's take a look at it. It doesn't actually look too bad.
No, it doesn't actually.
I like the size of it. It's a lot smaller than the Keto Mojo. I mean, that Keto Mojo is like...
I know. It's like a Nintendo Game Boy.
Exactly. That's exactly... Well, it's like a two-hander, Okay, so I'm gonna use this tomorrow, so I can put a battery in and check it out and stuff like that. Cool. But yeah, I'm gonna check my blood glucose and ketones and all that jazz. Bam, that's from Chicago. Let me see. D says, yes, Richard, preach about the body weight workout. Same like my hubby. Oh yeah, I mean, he's definitely a mesomorph. Like he's like a stocky and thick. So yeah, you have the ectomorphs and the endomorphs and the mesomorphs. Nice. I'm definitely the one that like holds on to weight. There's the 3 body types. There's like the tall, slender, skinny, can't gain weight no matter what they do. And then there is, or that's how their body would always default if they didn't do anything. Like, and then there's the mesomorphs, like the stocky, thick, you know, like can hold on to muscle without having to do a lot to maintain it.
Who is this?
And then there's the other one, which is just like really hard to lose weight, really hard to gain muscle. Their body will always default back to like fat storage if you don't do it the other way.
Big bones.
Yeah, well, that's Gail said, "Are you two walking today?" I walk from 6:45 to 8:45. That's amazing. Yeah, we're about to go on like a 2-hour today. Gail said, plus I ended my walk with 50 squats. No fair. Don't remind me of the squats. Beth says, Canada has been on my bucket list for years. I want to do a train adventure trip from US to Canada, but those are like 3 weeks. Well, let me have to look that up. So when I was talking to my best friends about, you know, like we need to go on another trip next year, it was actually Canada. So I was just like, yeah, let's do Canada. So amazing. Dr. Y said the shade, hashtag Diddy Bop. But you have the visual picture in your head though. Don't you? Like, that's all I'm saying.
This one right here.
Let me see. Rashada said, I just finished my walk. That is amazing. Yeah, we're about to go. We're about to go on one afterwards. Yes, Jory says, I love visors. Hats make my head too hot. I know. I need to definitely step up. I think I'm a visor person.
I think so too. I think it's official.
Latanya said, I'm going to try the coconut avocado smoothie for breakfast. It was advertised by Lakanto. Anyone ever tried it?
Wow.
I mean, I don't want to drink my avocado. I love don't know. A good smoothie. So, yeah, I don't know.
That might be a bridge too far for me.
Oh my gosh. No, I can't. I don't want to do that. So yes. Good morning, Autumn Richard. Good morning, Rebecca. Glad that you're here. So, oh my gosh, Melanie said we ate at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Yeah, my sister forced us to eat at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles when we were in LA the last time we were there. I'm sorry. Regular. It was just regular. Maybe because I don't like fried chicken and I couldn't really appreciate it. But I'm just like, we had to drive all through these streets to find a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. And of course, parking was ridiculous and blah, blah. And the wait was ridiculous. And I was just like, girl, we could have gone to Applebee's for all of this. You know what I'm saying?
You're so wrong.
But, you know, I guess I kind of appreciate her because
well, first of all,
because now I can say that I ate at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Definitely the map quest.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
I know, right? We should have been able to. Yeah, we should have been able to use GPS. I don't know why.
I don't know where
Michael said, "Is your forehead spot healing? Don't let that go unchecked." No, it's not necessarily healing. I've been putting a Band-Aid on it whenever we go outside. I'm gonna talk to my sister, but I'll probably go to the dermatologist sometime this week because I have health insurance. No, I have. On Monday, I have a dentist appointment. Woo, woo. On Wednesday, I have a lab appointment to get my blood drawn. But that's for all my like inflammatory markers and stuff like that. Yeah. So I need to go back to the dermatologist.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the list.
Aurelio says the Deerhurst Resort is the best in Ontario, Canada. Ooh, and anything with the word on resort on it.
We're talking about I seen the best. So yes. Those words.
Lori says our movie theaters have opened here in Alabama, but not at full capacity.
Well, that's how it starts.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think we're there yet.
I think it'll be like 30% and 50%.
Pamela says Houston is back to a level 2. I wouldn't be surprised if they start shutting things down again. Yeah, I mean, y'all saw like 19 states or so showing increases and everything. I don't know if Kentucky's one of those states, but I was just like,
no, I've seen it weren't.
Not I. So, Lynette says, black card revoked. You don't eat fried chicken. So here's the thing.
Again, yeah.
I don't eat meat on a bone. So if it is like a fried chicken tender, oh, sure. Give me that, you know? But like fried, like chicken breast and like drumsticks and legs and thighs and all the normal. No. So no, I don't.
Yes,
I don't. I mean, usually. The only thing I can make an exception for is ribs.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
But we haven't had ribs since I met. So since we met, so that's what I'm saying. But when he makes a rib that like is just gonna be so gooey and sticky and slathered in barbecue sauce that's basically like so cooked all the way through that's basically rib jerky meat.
So I gotta cut the ribs in half.
Then I'll eat that. But no, that's what I'm saying. So I don't like meat on bones. B, even when I do, even the one meat on a bone that I do like, aka ribs, I don't have to eat those. Like I will rarely be like, you know what, I really want some ribs. You know, I haven't had them in over years. So, yes. Oh, Cynthia said, Autumn, tell your mom I said wiping my bits. It was hilarious. Okay, so there's a bunch of different things. She said wiping her tips, as in the corners of her mouth. Like with her pinkies. So
is this on the video?
This is on the Keto Crate unboxing.
I didn't pay that much attention.
We were drinking milk.
I remember
and she was like, "Oh, I gotta wipe my tips." And I was like, "You're what? Like what are these?" And she said,
"Yes, I remember that part."
The corners of her mouth were her tips. And I was like, that's never ever gonna be a thing. So yeah. I know Rashana said Applebee's. I know, right? I was being facetious at that point. Like I really was not going. So no, it was, but it was just regular though. It was not like, but see, that's all food to me. Rarely is an experience worth the hype, if you're asking me.
Well, yes. So. Well, especially if you don't know where to go.
Yes. So
like I said, other than like the guacamole from what was it? Ceviche eggs, guacamole.
That was so good. Exactly. And yeah, there are always these happy accidents too. It's like we never go expecting for like, oh, this place is known for their this. We're just like, oh, we'll take the chips and guacamole and be pleasantly surprised.
8 Up had the pork rinds that crackled.
That's what it was. Yes. Okay, so we went to another restaurant here in Louisville that had pork rinds and they were delicious. Homemade. Now they were good, but the only thing is they didn't have a dipping sauce the way that the pork rinds in Nashville had a dipping sauce.
They need to somehow merge those two restaurants together.
Yes. Gail said that was funny to me when you thought of something else. Yeah, she kept saying wiping my tips, and I was like, "You're what?" Like I had no frame of reference. I was like, "You're what?" Angela said the tips thing cracked me up. Yeah, so hard. Yeah, I mean, I had never heard her say that. Maybe she's trying
to make something cool again.
Kathy said, "What would you use on keto for bread?" I would use Sola bread, like store-bought, pre-made bread. So either two. Baby, go get the Sola bread. So, number one, the store-bought bread because of convenience. Like you can make your own keto bread with almond flour and bake it and blah blah blah. No, I'll just go buy it. You know, this stuff right here, when I tell you this stuff right here like looks and tastes and acts just like regular bread, it is completely worth it for me to actually just go buy that. Or number two, what I would use as it's what I would use as bread is like a mug bread, like a 90-second. Yeah, see, that looks like regular bread right there. You know, the slices are a little small, but I mean, it's totally worth it.
Oh no, it's literally like.
Yeah, it's. I mean, just
consistency.
Yeah, it's great. I mean,
this is honey oat.
Yeah, it feels just like bread. Anna Denna's here, caught alive. I'm so glad that you're here. So I would just buy that. Like and they make buns. Like, so I'm never making my own bread anymore. A, because I don't eat bread enough to make it. B, I don't eat bread enough so that I don't feel bad for having like stodgy ingredients in my bread when I want it. Mm-hmm. Or like I was saying, my next thing would be mug bread, which is just like, you can Google it. It's like an individual serving of bread. You just put some almond flour, an egg, something in something and mix it up and put it in the microwave. And then you can cut it in half to like make a sandwich. But I would never make a whole loaf of bread. That's just not my thing. Your time isn't valuable. Yeah, see, D says 90-second bread is life, no suspect ingredients. Exactly. Right. So if I was making a single serve bread thing, I would definitely just use a mug bread. And you can Google that, like keto mug bread, and it's like what, like almond flour, an egg, baking powder, and then you just make it in the microwave. So
carbs are in the bread.
So that's 3 net carbs per slice. So yeah. Okay. Oh, you guys, I stepped on yesterday was an eating day. I did pretty well. I ate a little more than usual. That always happens on meal prep day because I'm like sampling things and just, snacking things here and there. But also, I have been retaining, like I haven't number 2'd in a while. And I feel like stuff is all stuck in there. What? So yeah, when I stepped on the scale today, oh God, I gotta hold
Oh my goodness.
I stepped on the scale today. I was 179.6. That's a gain of 1.4. I was like, I would rather it not be that, but like I know that's just me holding on to a bunch of stuff. So I know like it wasn't a binge day and it wasn't like a really make yourself feel bad sort of day.
Exactly.
But I want to not be gaining weight, but I know that I'm just a good number 2 away from being back where I'm supposed to be. So
it's all lodged up in there.
Why did you have to explain further? It's all lodged up in there. What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
Well, we were having a conversation.
Felicia says, I have such limited calories now, still trying to lose weight, so I can't justify keto breads and mug cakes anymore. So that, I can't justify in terms of carbs. We were talking, who was I talking? I was talking to somebody, I think it was Joyce. We were talking about losing weight and lowering your calories. And I really just want everybody to like understand. Now, granted, this is me as like a 5'10", big boned, woman, like just a larger framed woman in general. But I used to think that weight loss was just a function of how little I could eat, if I only eat 1,000 calories, if I only eat 900 calories, I should lose more weight, right? Exactly.
So it's like the small little salad.
It's not that. It's not about tricking your body into like surviving off of a very few amount of calories.
Think of it as a well-tuned locomotion.
Yes.
A locomotive.
Yeah, locomotive.
And you're feeding, you need the right fuel.
So yes, but that being said, I just want to make sure that it doesn't necessarily compute that lower calories equals more weight loss. Exactly. Like, because there gets to a point where your body gets to a floor where it's just like, it's going to hold on to your weight because you're not eating enough to like function and your body's trying to survive, So I always say, if you're at a plateau, if you're eating such small amount of calories and you're still not losing weight, my first suggestion is to always eat more. And it might be counterintuitive, but like you want to give your body, like you have nowhere to go if you're already at 1,009, like 1,100 calories, in my opinion, So it's just like eat more and you might see your body gain in the beginning, but then that's when you can reduce your calories, like that is why Deeper State Keto didn't work for me the first time, is because I got to such a floor, like for just the type of person that I am, I shouldn't be eating below, 1,400 calories, no matter what, at my very smallest. So even being at Deeper State Keto or, that weight, I wasn't even at my smallest, but I was trying to survive on 1,300, 1,200 calories. Cause I'm like, that's going to make me lose even more weight. And it's just like, A, it might work in the beginning, but it's not going to be sustainable. And then B, like your body revolts and your mindset revolts and you just go completely in a different direction. So it's just like, always be careful about like thinking that the only way to lose weight and the only way for this to work is for you to like always be wanting, for you to always feel like you never eat as much as you want to,
Well, I mean, this goes back to my train analogy. It's like if you underfuel the train, what's going to happen to the train? You can't just give it less coal.
It's going to stop.
It's going to work differently. Or the other parts are going to act like, oh, we're missing parts. What's going on? Yeah. So you need to find the optimum level of food or whatever the diet is. Sometimes it takes guesswork. You might.
Linda says, I'm 3 pounds from my goal weight. That is amazing. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Yay.
Yes, I am.
No, but yeah, everybody's different. And you got to figure out what's good for you and then adjust it accordingly from there. That's basically what you're saying, right?
Yes, exactly. So, don't be afraid to eat more. Exactly. Don't be afraid to eat more, or at least to start.
Your engine might run better with higher, higher intake.
I am loving this metaphor.
I know. I'm going all over the place today. Ooh.
Yes. Joe Ray said, I'd slowly up my calories to get the floor higher. Add 50 calories a week or two, and then add 50 more. Exactly.
This is my Diddy bop.
Yeah. I mean, That's what he looks like when we be walking. That's all I'm saying. Okay, Mom, I'm about to call you. I don't even know if you're still on here, Mom. I'm about to call you, but we're going to go ahead and get off here because we got a lot of walking to do today. And the park you're so distracting. And the park is like 15, 20 minutes away. But everybody have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, okay? Bye.
Bye, everybody.